Today, we're totally skipping the usual advice on brain health. Instead, we're going to break down 7 unique and honestly pretty fun challenges designed to make your mind sharper and more focused. And it's all based on some really brilliant insights.
So you might think your mind is already in top shape, right? And that's awesome. But what if there were simple, even playful ways to push it just that little bit further? Let's, put that confidence to the test.
Okay, so forget about meditation and breathing exercises. Just for now, we're diving straight into 7 challenges that feel way more like playing a game than doing work, and each one is designed to give your brain a very unique kind of workout.
All right, let's jump right into this first section. This is all about firing up your cognitive abilities for some serious speed and intense focus. Get ready, because these first 2 are pretty fast-paced.
First up, we've got a tool that's actually used by pilots and speed readers to train for peak performance. It's called the Schulte table, and it's designed to push your brain's processing power right to its limits.
So here's the challenge. You find one of these 5x5 grids with numbers all jumbled up. You lock your eyes on the number right in the middle, and here's the trick. Without moving them, you use just your peripheral vision to find the numbers 1 through 25 in order. The goal? See if you can do it in under 30 seconds.
Now, this is more than just a number-finding game. When you practice this regularly, you're actually rewiring your brain to process information faster. It expands your field of vision, which makes you quicker and more observant in pretty much everything you do.
Next up is a challenge that seems super simple on the surface, but it creates this classic conflict in your brain. It forces it to work harder and forge much stronger connections.
The task is pretty straightforward. You look at a list of color words. Your job is to say the color of the ink the word is written in, not read the word itself. So if the word red is written in blue ink, you have to say blue. Sounds easy, right? Trust me, it's a surprisingly tough mental workout.
What's so cool about this is how that simple conflict exercises your brain. By forcing it to juggle contradictory signals, what it's reading versus what it's seeing, you're actively strengthening your memory, your concentration, and even your ability to multitask.
Okay, let's move on to our next set of exercises. Now we're going to see how we can build on this by connecting the mind and the body. The goal here is to create some powerful new neural pathways.
So, what happens when you take away your brain's most dominant sense? Well, this next exercise does exactly that, forcing your brain to adapt and engage in a completely different way.
The idea here is to try and do simple, familiar things but with your eyes closed. Try writing your name on a piece of paper, or drawing a basic circle, or even just typing your name in a message on your phone. It forces your brain to rely on touch and its own internal map instead of sight.
This is just a really powerful way to train your brain's internal map of the world. By taking vision out of the equation, you're forcing it to sharpen its spatial memory. Its ability to remember how things feel and where they are without actually seeing them.
All right, let's see how that mind-body connection of yours is holding up. This is a quick coordination drill. It's a physical challenge, but it directly targets your brain.
You can actually try this one right now. Go on, make a peace sign with your right hand and an OK sign with your left. Easy enough. Now switch them at the exact same time, so your left hand is the peace sign and your right is the OK. The real challenge? Doing it back and forth 5 times in just 10 seconds. It directly strengthens that communication line between your brain's commands and your body's action.
This next one is so simple, but it's an incredibly powerful way to shake up your daily routine and give your brain a fantastic workout. Think about it. When you use your dominant hand for stuff like brushing your teeth or scrolling on your phone, it's pure autopilot. Your brain is just coasting on these well-worn, super efficient pathways. But the moment you switch to your non-dominant hand, you become what we're calling the brain builder. Your brain is literally forced to create brand new connections, and that demands intense focus and real conscious effort. It's a workout in its purest form.
All right, finally, let's look at 2 challenges that are less about quick drills and more about building long-term habits. These are for improving your memory and your strategic thinking.
We hear all the time that games can be addictive, but not all games are created equal. The right ones can actually be a powerful tool for genuine cognitive improvement.
The key here is to choose games that really make you think strategically. Things like Sudoku, chess, and riddles aren't just ways to pass the time. Research shows they can improve your decision-making and your memory. The goal is to lean into games that build new skills, not just those designed for mindless, repetitive tapping.
Okay, our final challenge. This one's all about taking back some of those mental tasks that, let's be honest, we've all slowly handed over to our devices. This is about building some mental self-reliance. Look, this isn't about throwing your phone away. It's just about being a little more intentional. So next time you go to the store, try to memorize 3 or 4 items instead of writing them all down. Do some simple math in your head. Try to recall a friend's phone number without immediately looking it up. Doing these little manual tasks really strengthens your memory circuits and, yeah, makes you a little less dependent.
So, we've gone through 7 different challenges. What's the ultimate takeaway from all this for your brain? The big takeaway here is that your brain power isn't fixed. It's not set in stone. It's a tool. And like any tool, it gets sharper the more you use it, or it starts to rust from neglect. These challenges aren't just about killing time. They're about actively choosing to keep that incredible tool sharp. So, the only question left is, which one are you going to try first?